Dr. Hilda, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I'm going to need an explanation for this because a lot of people don't understand that people really chemically bond when they have sex. I need you to explain that to the men and women that are listening.
Oh, absolutely. There are a lot of chemicals that surge through your body. When you first meet someone, there are chemicals like dopamine and adrenaline that make you feel good and want to be with that person. And then when you become physical with that individual, there's a chemical called oxytocin, which is a bonding chemical.
Isn't that in mace?
In humans, too. In humans, too. Make you get attached to a porcupine, you know?
Really? It's that serious?
It's that serious, yeah. And a lot of women in particular think that they can have these
casual
relationships and casual relationships, physical relationships with men, and then wake up one morning, you know, just attached and bonded to that person.
So I need women to understand, this is why when we talk about a show like this, that people need to understand that something chemical is really happening when you're physical with a person is a reason why you can't always just break it off.
Absolutely. And it shouldn't be taken casually, I say. When you accept someone into your body, you need to be aware that there's a possibility that you may become quite attached to that individual.
Let me ask you about this. Dr. Hilda, this is another issue that I wanted to talk about. Women who say no to their husbands.
Well, you know, sometimes...
Come on, Doc. Help us out here.
Sometimes that might be the appropriate thing to do.
Next caller, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us, Dr. Hilda. No, I'm just saying, because a lot of men are saying, look, you know, I want to stay in this relationship, but my wife is constantly telling me no. Now, I know a lot of women are going to, you know what they're going to say, George? Well, if you help out with the kids, if you help out with the house, let's just say, I knew you were going to say that, so I had to preempt you, right?
But it certainly wouldn't have the same impact in the relationship if the man was to tell the woman no.
And then there's some men who... you know, want certain things, but they're not willing to give that thing
I know what
to
you mean.
her, and you know what I mean?
Right.
And for those women, I tell them to say no until he changes his mind.
Okay, I got to play devil's advocate. You're married, you're in love, and you're monogamous. That's very, ladies, you heard me? The man is monogamous, and he wants to explore something new with his wife.
Right.
She says, I
don't agree with that. And I tell women all the time, I think that unless it's something that's going to hurt you, that's going to harm you in some way.
Well, it hurt a little bit now. What we're thinking is might hurt a little bit, but
at first.
But if you relax,
I think
if you breathe the right way,
what I say,
maybe if you rub a little ice on it first, you know.